많은 사람들이 내가 처음에 어떻게 기타 사업을 시작하게 되었느냐고 묻습니다. 제 경력이 선천의 피아노 제조 회사에서 시작됐다는 것을 아는 사람들은 많지 않지요. 콜텍이 올해 50주년을 맞이했는데 수도 피아노사 시절까지 치면은 사실은 70주년입니다.
Young Park's father, Jung-Gyu Park, opened a small piano store in Daegu, South Korea around 1950. After building his piano import business in Seoul in 1954, Jung-Gyu Park also started manufacturing pianos and guitars. Sudo Piano first started with just 100 employees, but soon emerged as Korea's largest musical instrument manufacturer. At its peak, the company had 1,300 employees, building 1,500 pianos and 30,000 guitars every month. In 1970, Sudo Piano started a new chapter when Jung-Gyu Park's eldest son Young Park joined the company as a head of export. Yet the path ahead had a lot of challenges. Severe financial difficulties, aggressive business expansion efforts, and an economic recession in 1972 led to the sudden bankruptcy of Sudo Piano. It was during this challenging time the fateful relationship between Young Park and Jack Westheimer started.
We had started with a company by Young Park's father, who was a major piano manufacturer. His son, who had been my interpreter, friend, and confidant over the 2 preceding years, decided that he wanted to go into business, and that was the start of a company which later became Cort, but at first we called it YOO-AH. Y-O-O-A-H.
In 1973, Young Park, with the help of Jack Westheimer, started YOO-AH Trading by renting a small 3,500 square foot factory in Seoul, with 7 to 8 technicians from Sudo Piano. This marks the beginning of the 50-year history of Cor-Tek. Most guitars made by YOO-AH Trading in the 70s were exported to large American department stores, including Sears. Although YOO-AH was making low-cost guitars, the company continued to make various efforts to make higher quality guitars. In 1977, the company expanded to a guitar factory located in Incheon. And in 1982, the company's name changed from YOO-AH Trading to Cort Musical Instruments through a formal joint venture with Westheimer Corporation. Cort started building its reputation as an electric guitar manufacturer when the company signed a licensing agreement with Steinberger to exclusively produce headless guitars for Cort and a few other guitar brands, which were receiving a lot of attention in the market at the time. Right around then, Cor-Tek was also founded to develop and manufacture electronic and mechanical parts for musical instruments. Later, Cor-Tek merged with Cort Musical Instruments and became its parent entity. After MTV Unplugged first aired in 1989, and acoustic music became more popular, Cort decided to expand its acoustic guitar business. In 1991, the Cor-Tek Daejeon factory, a factory specializing in acoustic guitar production, was established. And after overcoming the initial set of challenges, the company started to successfully manufacture solid top acoustic guitars. Additionally, Cort began its close collaboration with the leading acoustic guitar pickup maker, Fishman, playing a major role in popularizing high-quality acoustic electric guitars. In the 90s, Cor-Tek also began looking for overseas manufacturing opportunities. As a result, PT Cort, an electric guitar manufacturing facility, was established in Indonesia in 1994. And an acoustic guitar manufacturing facility, Cor-Tek Dalian, was founded in China in 1999. When PT Cort was founded in 1994, it started out in a 10,000 square foot factory and grew rapidly. The production of early electric guitar package models provided an opportunity to produce amplifiers in addition to existing electric guitars. In 2009, a new acoustic guitar factory was also added to the PT Cort campus, which now has grown into a 37-acre campus with 23 buildings specializing in manufacturing electric guitars, acoustic guitars, and amplifiers. In the early days, Cor-Tek Dalian factory developed a stable production system focusing on manufacturing affordable plywood guitars. However, with the sudden closure of the Korean factory in 2006, the company moved a mid and high-priced lineup from the Daejeon factory to Cor-Tek Dalian. After the consolidation, Cor-Tek Dalian created a new production management system that increased both production capacity and the quality at the same time. Until the 1980s, Cor-Tek's in-house brand Cort had no official lineup or significant market share in the guitar industry. However, starting in the early 1990s, the company began exploring international opportunities by establishing an exclusive distribution network in major countries and developing its own lineup. During this time, artist marketing was also a big focus for the brand, and Cort's artist signature models were announced with famous artists including Larry Coryell, Hiram Bullock, Matt Murphy, and T.M. Stevens. In more recent years, Cort introduced signature models for legendary artists Frank Gambale and Jeff Berlin. Additionally, Cort has been working on a number of collaboration projects with other famous guitar builders and luthiers.
We've enlisted a lot of friends who are luthiers, and we work with them. People who really do know guitars and sometimes have a little different slant, what the public might want and what the public is not getting, or what they may want tomorrow, which is probably the most important.
The Cort brand guitars and basses are currently sold in over 50 countries around the world. With a full lineup of electric guitars, basses, acoustic guitars, and amps, the brand now serves consumers wanting high-quality guitars while continuing to pursue innovation along the way.
It's been really interesting to see what they've done over the last 10 years. They've added products that just continuously raise the visibility and the quality of Cort guitars. Products like the Gold Series acoustics set a whole new standard by having their all solid wood, their torrefied tops. It really has been what other brands have had to chase. Products like their multi-scale basses and electric guitars have continuously put Cort in a higher level and had more people around the world wanting to own a Cort.
Since 2010, Cor-Tek has made various investments in the facilities to reinforce and elevate the quality of the instruments rather than simply focusing on increasing its production capacities.
When I see how Cor-Tek manufactures guitars and how they are able to do quality and the volume they're doing, and keep in mind, volume's a game, and just making more of something exponentially drops that price. Cor-Tek has done a lot to make effectively really good guitars effectively very inexpensive for what you're getting.
In 2009, PT Cor expanded its R&D center, allowing more innovative prototype production and in-house development. At the premium factory dedicated to producing high-priced models, PT Cor worked to successfully launch premium guitars. Following this success, many other brands began developing premium models with PT Cor, leading PT Cor to grow as a premium guitar maker.
I always felt that if we had our own dedicated space, that we would be able to execute the plan a little bit better. So in 2018, through a partnership with PT Cor, we were able to do that. And it showed in the quality of the instruments, it showed in the innovation we were able to bring to the series. The guitars had more PRS DNA in them than ever before. It allowed us to make things like the custom 2408, the Paul's guitar, the Silver Sky SE. Those guitars are punching out of their weight class, in our opinion. And what that means is you pick up a guitar and you say, that's a high value instrument. And it's a professional instrument, and that's what we're shooting for.
We've looked around everywhere, visited tons of different factories until we found one that had the mindset and the desire to push the envelope, and that were willing to make the investments to take us on, because it's more than just receiving the CAD files and press enter. PT Cor has been really just an amazing development partner.
As a premium acoustic guitar factory, Cor-Tek Dalian continued to stay innovative while improving the overall quality of the mass production system.
기타를 만드는 데는 가장 기본에 되는 자재가 목재거든요. 그래서 나는 회사에 여유 자금이 있으면은 목재를 사놓고 목재를 재놓는 것이 가장 좋은 미래에 대한 투자라고 생각합니다. 이 목재는 우리 아들 대에서도 많이 쓰고 또 일부는 우리 손주까지도 쓸 수 있는 나무가 될 거라 생각합니다.
Cor-Tek Dalian now holds more than 50 manufacturing-related patents. After extensive research and development, Cor-Tek Dalian also implemented a more environmentally friendly UV finish process that will improve the overall resonance of the guitars. Today, Cor-Tek Dalian manufactures high-quality, all-solid guitars and other acoustic guitars for the top brands in the world.
So I started working with Cor-Tek back in 1991, and there were many Korean suppliers at that time. But right away, I noticed that Cort was different because Cort focused on guitars and nothing but guitars. And I think it's that focus and dedication to guitars that made Cort the company it is today.
Although there have been a lot of changes and growth over the past 50 years, Cor-Tek's mission has always remained the same.
그동안 회사에서 만드는 기타가 한국에서 또 인도네시아에서 중국에서 만든 거 다 합치니까는 약 2,400만 대가 되고 또 기타 앰프도 약 600만 대가 됩니다. 기타 한 대 한 대가 소비자 손에 들어갈 때 그 소비자가 느끼는 행복감이 보통이 아니거든요. 그러면 2,400만 대의 기타가 50년 동안에 세계 각국에 퍼졌다는 생각하면은 2,400만 명이 기타를 사는 순간 얼마나 행복했을까. 저는 그래서 2,400만 명한테 행복을 줬다는 그런 자부심으로 저도 기뻐하고 있습니다.